side now.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
France, don't do it.
Bitch queen!
The story begins in a bar where French works as a security guard. A group of rowdy customers starts causing trouble, eager to pick a fight. French calmly tries to defuse the situation, telling them to take it outside since the bar owner doesn't want his place wrecked. Instead of listening, they grow more aggressive, even hurling racial insults at him because of his British nationality. French tries to walk away, but one of them shoves him, sparking a full-on brawl. After the dust settles, French realizes his old friend Sue has been watching the whole thing unfold. The bar owner, furious over the damage, fires French on the spot. Now jobless, French lets Sue take him out for breakfast. Over coffee, Sue explains that their old boss, Tommy, is looking for French to do debt collection again. Haunted by memories of the last bloody shootout, French initially refuses. But when he learns the job only involves collecting from 3 people, and promises a $70,000 payday, French reluctantly agrees to team up with Sue again. The duo's first stop is Lady Mayoress Bird, a wealthy French widow who inherited her fortune from her Ukrainian gangster husband. At first, the meeting seems calm. Lady Mayoress is polite, even welcoming, offering drinks and pretending to negotiate. But Sue knows better. Her late husband's reputation makes it clear that this woman isn't about to hand over money without a fight. Then, surprisingly, the opposite happens. Mayoress orders her assistant to hand them a bag of cash, while recording the exchange as evidence. On the way, Sue is unsettled as it feels too easy. His instincts are confirmed when a black SUV suddenly blocks their path and 4 of the mayoress's bodyguards step out, demanding the money back. French immediately understands what's coming. To him, it's just another reminder that this job will never be as simple as Sue promised. Sue leans toward him and says that no matter how much he despises violence, this time he has to fight to survive. With a fast, brutal encounter, French and Sue dismantle the thugs in ruthless fashion before escaping. The second collection is from Esteban Madrid, a debt-ridden fight promoter hiding out in his own gym. He owes $95,000. Before they step out of the car, Sue warns French that Madrid has a stable of tough fighters inside and they should be more prepared. The moment they enter, Madrid puts on a show of bravado, boasting about his connections and surrounding himself with young boxers. Instead of paying up, he makes them an offer. If French and Sue can beat one of his top fighters in the ring, he will hand over the cash, and if they lose, he owes nothing.
We can do this!
Sue volunteers first but is quickly knocked out. That leaves French with no choice but to put on the gloves.
Go after him!
Although he's skilled in jiu-jitsu, boxing is not his strength, and Madrid's fighter drives him onto the ropes. Desperate, French bends the rules and uses rough tactics to turn the fight in his favor. Enraged, Madrid pulls a gun. But Sue, shaken yet back on his feet, disarms him and forces him to hand over the money. With the second payment secured, they hurry to leave the gym and manage to escape the angry fighters. But French is unsettled. Each job feels messier than the last, and the ghost of their last job for Tommy still haunts him, the one that ended in blood and bullet wounds. The final debt is the most dangerous, $255,000 owed by a crime boss named Skinner with a reputation for never paying. Sue tries to calm French, but they both know this one won't go smoothly. Before heading out, they grab a meal at a restaurant. But outside, a sleek black SUV pulls up. Two men step out and walk straight to their table. They call French by name, which rattles him. Then they mention his last job with Sue, the one where both of them were left riddled with bullets. The way they talk, it's like they'd been watching the whole thing. Sue, more hot-headed, steps outside to call Tommy. He explains the collections and asks about the two men in the SUV. That's when Tommy admits the truth. Barbosa's brother has taken him hostage, forcing French and Sue to collect debts in Tommy's name. Shaken, Sue returns to the car but keeps this to himself. The last stop is Skinner's warehouse. His bodyguard confronts them at first, but Skinner orders him to stand down. Calmly, he says the money doesn't belong to Tommy and refuses to pay. French snaps, pulls a short gun, and threatens to end it swiftly, but Skinner doesn't flinch. Sue finally loses patience and beats him down until he collapses. Bleeding on the floor, Skinner orders his man to fetch the cash from the office. French calls the man out and warns him not to try anything stupid. Instead, the man bolts with the bag. French chases him down, beats him senseless, and takes the money back. But French is done with the cycle of violence. He tells Sue they should split the collections and go their separate ways. That's when Sue finally reveals the truth. Tommy is being held hostage by Barbosa's brother. French explodes in rage. Barbosa was behind the ambush that nearly killed them both. He refuses to save Tommy, determined to keep the bag for himself. Sue blocks him. If French wants the money, he will have to fight him for it.
You're taking that bag, sir.
Damn.
They clash, brutal and personal, while the two men from the SUV watch from a distance. They report back to Barbosa's brother, who orders them to kill both and take the money. Before they can pull the trigger, Sue turns the tables, disarming them and gunning them down. French, realizing how deep they are in, finally relents. He leaves Sue with the money, who delivers it to Barbosa's brother in exchange for Tommy's life. But Barbosa's brother betrays him, torturing Sue with electricity. French returns, storming in with the mayoress men. A bloody firefight erupts. Barbosa's brother's crew is cut down, but not before Barbosa's brother shoots Tommy. Enraged, Sue grabs a gun and executes Barbosa's brother. French drags him outside as the mayoress men finish off the survivors. Covered in blood and sweat, they escape in the mayoress vehicle just as the police arrive. Months later, French and Sue visit Tommy's grave. Sue, broken, admits how much the loss haunts him. The film closes with French driving Sue to meet his new boss, the man ready to hire him as his next debt collector. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.